People do what they do better by understanding fully what it is the consumer is trying to accomplish. To do that, we have to ask a lot of intelligent questions based on what the prospect is doing now, has done in the past, or plans to do in the future. That yields better information than focusing in on what we think the prospect needs. The point of this audiobook is to give you insight into some field-tested, pragmatic methods that will help you to do your job better. I founded DEI Management Group in 1979, and in the intervening years, I've worked with nearly 9,000 different companies and nearly 500,000 salespeople. I've passed along a lot of good information, and I've learned a lot as well. You're about to learn the key strategies used by salespeople who emerged as top performers in their own organizations. Over the past decade or so, I've made a point of training my own salespeople to use the concepts you're about to discover. They have worked for my people and for thousands of superior salespeople in the United States and abroad. They can work for you too. Good luck. Strategy number 1. Take immediate action. Not long ago, I was talking with a salesperson about a meeting she'd just conducted with a prospect, a meeting that had gone quite well. I said, "Well, that's excellent. Did you write him a letter thanking him for the time he spent with you?" She said, "No, there's no reason to write him a letter to thank him because I'm going to follow up with him by telephone on Friday." It was a Tuesday afternoon. What, the salesperson argued, was the point of writing a letter? Her prospect probably wouldn't get it anyway. I told her she was making a mistake. There was a very good chance that she would not get through to her contact on Friday, and that whether she did or not, the thank you letter would reinforce her good work during the first meeting. I'd get that letter out immediately, I told her. Well, maybe she meant to do as I suggested, but the truth is, she never sent that letter. The two did not connect on Friday. In fact, another whole week went by before she was able to speak with the prospect again. Her sale had stalled, she'd lost momentum. And why? Because she decided to wait to see what he thought of the presentation. Salespeople must learn to act on what happens immediately. Successful salespeople are constantly asking themselves, what can I do now to move the sales cycle forward? Too many salespeople count on things unfolding just as the timetable the prospect lays out suggests. I say, I'll call you Friday, therefore, I'm probably going to call you Friday. But the reality is, things don't always work that way. The sad truth is that early on in our relationship with a prospect, we're not the highest thing on his or her priority list. The information we get is better and the commitments we receive are more meaningful as the relationship progresses and deepens. But at the outset of our business relationship, we don't really know what the other person has in mind. We don't know whether that person will get to talk to the other people in the organization who must sign off on our ideas. We don't know whether the prospect will even read our proposal. We need every advantage we can get. Most salespeople are not quick enough to act on what I consider to be the basic responsibility of good sales work, committing oneself to move the process forward and not relying on others to do so. In selling, you need to be fast. You need to take responsibility for sizing up the best ways to move the sales cycle forward, and you need to act quickly. I got a telephone call a number of years ago from a woman who wanted to buy 10 of my cold calling techniques that really work book. It happened to be 10:30 at night on Friday when she called. I was in the office working late, so I answered the phone. When I heard that she wanted to order the 10 books, I asked myself, what can I do to move this relationship forward right now? So I asked, what is it you're trying to accomplish? How are you planning to use the books? To which she said, I work for a major oil company here in Virginia, and what we're trying to do is get our 10 distributors to make more phone calls, and if we do that, we're going to be more effective in our sales. I said to her, I've got an idea. I'll be in Virginia this coming Tuesday. Why don't we get together? And she said, you'll come here? I said, absolutely. The fact of the matter is, my quick action to move the relationship forward led to a $250,000 sale. All this because I chose to take immediate action to find out more about the person, to deepen the relationship, to move the process forward then and there. Most salespeople don't do that.